So I wanted to come on here and talk about the pursuit of happiness versus meaning or purpose. To me, this is a very easy thing to talk about. A lot of the times you'll ask people what they want in life, what they want out of X, Y, and Z, and their answer is to be happy. And don't get me wrong, everybody would love that. I would love to be happy 24/7. And there is no amount of money, there's really no amount of anything that you could give me that could make me happy forever, because no matter what, life is going to challenge you. There are going to be things that you're going to go through. So I think, honestly, the pursuit of happiness is not a real thing. I'm just being real. Like, you look at happiness. I've talked about this literally probably yesterday or the day before that, whatever. I talk about this a lot. Emotions are temporary. Happiness is temporary. You will only feel that for a very short amount of time, and then you will be feeling something else. So the pursuit of it, and to constantly chase happiness, to me, is you're almost like setting yourself up for failure. Whereas you could take yourself and chase meaning and purpose, which is such a more fulfilling feeling to me. Having meaning, having purpose that drives you past any career, or it really like drives you past majority of the things in life that a lot of people think give you meaning and purpose, which is like money, love, all these things. There is a deeper purpose and deeper meaning to your life. With that being said, you might be asking yourself, well, what's mine? What's my purpose? What's my meaning? I never had it. And, I like chasing things that make me happy. I like chasing dopamine. If you don't have purpose, there is a lot of room for you to create purpose. Really, I would say creating purpose begins with self-awareness. We become so distracted and so consumed by everything around us in life that we are throwing the real self, like we're throwing our real selves into the shadow. We're throwing it into a box. And it's rare that you ever let people see the real you. And the easiest way to say it is you gotta go into like an explorative kind of state of mind where you're not asking what, but you're asking why. Why am I in this job? Why do I like, let's say, the gym? Why do I like gaming? Why do I like baseball? Why do I like football? Why do I like these things? And what is the meaning behind them? What drives me, what energizes me to love these things? Now, let's say you don't have anything. Let's say when you really start to get introspective and you're thinking about it and you're like, wait, maybe I really don't like these things, or maybe I don't have a deep enough connection to these things to have purpose. Now, this is where you kind of got to go into a state of mind where I want to explore and experiment with different hobbies, different jobs. It could be different arts, all these different things. You got to figure out what sets your soul on fire. And if you don't have one, this is the time to figure that out. Try different things. There's going to be a level of fear involved and anxiety where you're like, I don't want to try this because I've never done it and I'm going to suck at it. That is the whole point. You're not going to be good, and maybe you might be. Maybe you're gifted at it, I don't know. But right away, you should never expect to be perfect at something, because everything takes time. With anything, very briefly, I want to touch on this. You have to have a level of delayed gratification in this life. Having patience and delayed gratification is so much more valuable than you taking what is right here for you. Something that is coming, it's on the way, 5 to 10 years, let's say, I don't know. Something that you're building over time is so much more valuable than something that is going from 0 to 100 very, very quickly. And honestly, sometimes people find purpose in doing service, doing good for the world, doing good for, could be children, doing good for the elderly, doing good for a community that they might be involved in. It could be sports, it could be the gym, like something that is an act of service. A lot of people find purpose in that. Now, if you want kind of like an example, a lot of you guys probably look at me and you're like, damn, like he has it all figured out. And in my mind, I do. And it's because I feel like I have found purpose. And I actually, like, I didn't actively seek this kind of purpose. It just came to me when I started doing something that I was afraid of, and that was posting content. When I started posting videos, it was something in the back of my mind that I always wanted to do. When I was younger, I tried making Minecraft YouTube videos. When I was younger, even at a point, I did try doing gym content before, and I gave up. But now, I said, this is the time where we're not going to give up. We are really going to see how this goes. And at first, I was growing really slow. Like, honestly, like 2 years, only about like 18,500 followers is not a lot of growth to me. A lot of people do this within like a month or two, which is, kudos to them, but they're doing it in a different way. Me, I knew what I was getting myself into when I started posting, and along the way, my content evolved from a very self-centered kind of content where everything was about me to now I'm like, what can I offer to the people that are watching me? Because I'm not just coming on here and being like flexing my abs, front double bicep, that kind of shit. I'm on here on what you would consider kind of like a gym page, talking about the most reflective and introspective kind of topics that make you think. And when people started messaging me, they're like, your content, it really inspires me, or I was like, the darker side of the content that I was posting when it was like real or shit, things that I was going through, people were like, this helped me so much, I was going through the same shit. That's where I was like, wait, I do have something here. Like, I actually want to do this. Like, I want to help these people out that, might feel the same way that I have in certain moments of my life. And when I started getting messages like that, and people were reaching out to me, and I saw traction, I was like, this might be it. This might be my purpose. And you never, I would say you almost never, like, that's why I say exploring and, trying to create it is important, because you're never going to know until you try. You're never really going to know where something's going to take you until you try it. To kind of close this video out, as you can see, new Winter Arc merch and new Tonka merch. This Thursday, August 28th, 11:59 p.m. early access. There will be a password going out. Just going to show you what I'm wearing right now. We got the custom branding on everything. It's a boxy zip-up hoodie. This is a large for reference. I'm 5'9". These are not oversized. So if you want it to fit the way that I have it fit, you're gonna double, like, you might 1 to 2 size up on like a normal fitting shirt. So this is an extra large. I don't normally wear extra large. Rock with this if you watch my content. You're probably in this lane of gym wear by this point. So we got this one, zips all the way up. If you want to do this, you could do this. Thursday, 11:59 p.m. Early access, only 24 hours. If you want anything, grab it, because this is going to push into mid to late, maybe early October. So I've been trying to decide on a date. There's a few more things I might want to add and like finalize, but anything you want to grab, if you really want it right now, now's the time.